of Arlington. Log on to hear inspiring testimonies from regular Christians who have walked through the fire, come out on the other side with a powerful testimony, one that will encourage you to live your life for Christ. So be sure to log in each week, Tuesday at 7, to catch heartfelt testimony
on FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. You're listening to Heartfelt Testimony. I am Saida Johnson. It's just good to be here. The Lord is so good. My co-host came around the corner. I was like, oh, there you go. Y'all welcome Kevin Grimes. Come on, what's going on?
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's up, partner?
How you?
I'm good.
Oh, I see you with
I'm
your
good.
hat, man. You looking good. It's supposed to be a special
I'm
night. Huh?
Yeah, it's every night special.
It really is. It really
But
is.
it's especially special
Tonight.
tonight. Yes,
It's about to go down.
Yes, it is. We have a treat tonight. This is a show that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
A long time.
A long time. So
coming.
the time is here.
Good.
Yes.
I'm excited. Introduce.
Yes.
Come on.
So it's
what we
gonna be
got?
good. Tonight we have part 1 of our Divine 9 show.
Yes.
Yes, those who do not understand or comprehend what the Divine 9 is, it is a group of fraternal and sorority individuals who typically are African American.
Right.
But let me give a brief history. Back probably in the early 1900s.
Okay. All right.
There were a lot of African American people who could not be a part of white fraternal orders.
Okay.
So folks said, well, we just create our own.
Okay.
Right. So, sororities and fraternities, they give people a lot of appreciation, acceptance, educational benefits, societal benefits. And so we wanted organizations that represented us and who would cater to our needs and our wishes, so to speak, right? So back in the early 1900s, beginning with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. That's the next show. We got brothers, so we gonna deal with it next week. Hopefully I have some Alpha brothers.
Starting with the rope. Come on.
Let me clear my throat.
No, not that. No.
Want some tea?
No.
Okay.
No.
And we'll talk about the rest as the show goes on. But because of discriminatory practices, we had to come up with our own fraternal orders.
Okay.
And so we're gonna have women's night tonight first,
it's
right? So
night.
it's ladies'
We'll play
night.
in a few minutes. Yes, sir.
That's it. So we're gonna start with. Now we have one missing.
Oh, we got one missing. Okay.
We have one missing.
Okay, who we got missing?
Sigma Gamma Rho is missing tonight.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're a Sigma Gamma Rho in our listening audience,
Can they call you?
They can call me, but I'd rather have you here. But we'll get them next time.
Okay.
And my sister too. What their sisters, man. It's gonna be complete. But anyway,
it's
so
okay. That's okay.
That's all right.
That's
We
okay.
have who we need here
That's
tonight.
right. That's exactly
we have who
right.
we need here tonight. So tonight we have a few people representing their respective sorority.
All right.
And we're going to start with one of my favorite people in the world.
Mine too, man.
We have Tiffany Morrison.
Yes.
Hand
claps. Go right there.
Give us some look. Give us some look.
You know what I'm saying? Some snaps. Some
Snap
hand
them up.
claps.
Snap them up.
Yes.
She's representing Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Yes.
And we also have Jacqueline Page. Hey, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Who's representing Delta Sigma Theta.
Yes.
And last but not least,
My
we have
girl.
Stephanie Jazzy Dokes. Yes.
Jazzy.
Yes.
Sir, you got
Hold on, she get the whole. All the rest of it. She's representing Zeta Phi Beta.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome.
So these ladies, respectively, are going to tell us a little bit about their sorority and the contributions of their sorority and the roles they play within the sorority.
Good.
So let's go ahead and get it started.
Let's get it
started. We're going to start with one of my favorite people in the world.
Mine too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiffany, how you doing, Tiff?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Great to have you here on our show tonight.
I know.
It's been a long time
It's been a
coming.
long time.
We had your mama on the show.
Yeah, we did.
I know. A lot of pressure. So,
Was that last week?
Oh,
Was
yes.
that last week?
That was last week.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh my God. The
Yeah.
mic's still hot.
Doris Gale Morris.
Doris Gale Morris.
Netter.
Netter.
Amazing. Pick up that book.
Rhymes.
Yes.
Get that
Amazing.
book. Get that book.
Get
Get
that
that book.
book.
Yes, get that
Amen.
book. So, Tiffany, a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha
Sorority Incorporated.
Sorority Incorporated. Okay.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I crossed or pledged in fall of 2017. So it makes 7 years, December the 17th of this
Wow.
year.
Okay.
I love my sorority. It's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. So, and it's a lot of work.
Oh.
It's a lot of work, but it is definitely meaningful work. And I'm always, I know it's a privilege to wear the pearls. It's a privilege to be associated with such a dynamic group of women. And I love my sorority. So,
Good.
the sorority itself, we have a lot of programs that are designed to impact our community. Historically, we've had several projects, notable projects like the Mississippi Health Project, as well as we were the first women-led organization to operate a federally mandated Job Corps program.
Okay.
Most recently, we have also been heavily involved in breast cancer awareness. We have a mobile mammogram bus that toured the nation. We've also been very involved in other projects like right now we have our Youth Leadership Institute, which is designed to, it's a leadership development program really for youth to empower themselves and for them to actually get the skills that they'll need to address some of the issues that they're currently facing. And so, we don't see problems, we just see opportunities. And I'm pretty sure if you know a lot of us, we don't take no easily.
Right.
We're pretty persistent.
Okay.
But I love my sorority. I love the opportunities that it brings. I love the sisterhood and just an opportunity to continue to grow and develop. So
When y'all founded? When were y'all founded?
January 15th, 1908.
Oh, 8.
On the campus of Howard University in Minor Hall.
Come on now.
You know.
Right. And when we would think about that, you referenced, some of the struggles we were facing in the early 1900s. It is amazing to me. It's a very humbling thought to think of college-aged women
Yes.
founding a sorority
Yes.
in a time where they don't have the resources, they don't have the support that we have now, and here we are, 2024, and we're still here.
Still
Now,
here.
there's a lot of organizations that can't say that, and so again, that's remarkable.
It's remarkable.
And they face a lot of adversity, but we're still here, and so I'm very proud to be associated with those fine women.
Good.
Very good.
I want to move on to Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
How you doing?
Hey, Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, get you a microphone.
Introduce yourself, sister.
Hello, I am Jackie Page,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Yeah.
We were founded January 13th, 1913, 111 years ago. So I'm a very proud member. And I was initiated in Delta Eta chapter in the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff
PB.
in spring 1990. So
Go to
I am
lines.
fortunate enough to be able to celebrate coming up on February 28th, my 34th year in the
Yes.
sorority. So very happy to be a part of that.
Good.
this
Good.
organization. So we too were founded at Howard University.
You know.
Yes. And one of our first initiatives in March of 1913 was to participate in the women's suffrage movement.
Right.
And it's just amazing. When I wear this pin, 1913, people that don't know anything about Greek organizations have asked me, what does that mean? And, you think about how long-lived this organization
Yes.
has been around,
Yes.
and how impactful that it has continued to be over those years with that, starting from that very first initiative with the Women's Suffrage March in 1913 to now. Like, we've grown to over 350,000 members.
Wow.
We have over 1,000 chapters internationally. So it's just amazing. And I am so proud to be a part of this organization.
So
Very good.
when we talk about women's suffrage, because I don't think people really have a great understanding sometimes of really how important it is, right? Because you had women who really essentially put their life on the line for the right to vote.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about on the heels of slavery ended in 1865. So some 40, 50 years later, women were still fighting for the right to vote. And that's all women. We're not just talking about black women. We're talking about all women.
Exactly.
And I think the right to vote didn't come until what, 1919? No, 1919? I believe 1919, 1920. No, 1920 something, yes, right? So that hadn't been that long ago, right?
So, when you put it in perspective.
When you put it in that perspective, that really hadn't been that long ago. So to have black women fight for the right to vote for all women is really, a daring move. It's really
That's
amazing.
big. Yeah.
Especially when we were not accepted in a whole lot of situations, right?
Exactly.
So,
To take that on.
and to take that challenge on,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, oh man, unconceivable, right? So it's like, man,
Right. And we
it's
continue to fight for political awareness and involvement. During this time, we are going to the Capitol for Delta Days at the Capitol.
yes,
So we continue to strive for social action and being involved politically because we don't take that lightly, that right to vote. Is something we shouldn't take
take for
lightly.
granted.
So
No.
we hold a lot of voter registration drives to get to our young people early on to help them understand the importance of voting. And like you said, what we fought for back then, not just for black women, for all women,
Right.
really for all people.
All people.
Right.
All people, really.
Mhm.
And so it's a very important thing that none of us should take lightly, and that is one of our main programmatic thrusts for
Right.
the political action.
Right. Of course,
Nice.
you all deal with educational development,
Yes.
political,
development.
economic development, physical and mental health concerns,
Education.
international awareness involvement,
Yes, all of that.
all of
Our
that.
Five programmatic thrusts.
That was
that
a y'all
we're very focused on,
five.
and all of our programming is centered around those things.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
We are proud of that.
I'm sure
Very
you are.
good.
Yes.
Very good.
All right, let's move on.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Come on.
Stephanie, and you are a proud member of
Zeta Phi Beta
Zeta
Sorority Incorporated.
Incorporated.
So
Amen.
yes, I am a proud member of Zeta. First of all, thank you to my Divine Nine Sorors or sisters who joined us today.
Yes.
And I have all my notes here to make sure I cover everything. So
I'm sure
may
you
not
will.
have any questions for me after I'm done.
Hey, you go right ahead. I'm gonna have some questions though.
The first thing when I talk about Zeta is I want to give honor to our founders.
Yes.
So Sarah Arizona Cleaver Stemmons, Sarah Pearl Anna Neal, Sarah Myrtle Tyler Faithful, Sarah Viola Tyler Goings, and Sarah Fanny Patty Watts. We call them our five pearls. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority was incorporated, was founded on the campus of Howard University. A trend going thing here.
That's good.
January 16, 1920.
19.
Zeta did take top scholastic honors on the campus of Howard University when a member of our second pledge group graduated summa cum laude on the campus of Howard University. So to our founders, Zeta was not an organization, it was a whole movement.
Yes.
Our belief system at its core is that we wanted to reflect a desire to provide true service, embrace scholarship, set a standard for sisterly love, and define the noble concept for finer womanhood. We are sustained and encouraged to hold fast to these ideas that were developed by our founders and our earliest members. When you talk about, so I joined Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated in 1988, April of 1988, in the Omicron Iota chapter, undergraduate chapter at Central Missouri State University. I'm currently a member of our graduate chapter, Psi Kappa Zeta, and I am a Tamias Grammatius, which is a part of the financial committee for oversight as well as stewardship. Do you want me to pause? You want me to go on?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. So Zeta Phi Beta Sorority
Give us
Incorporated.
some programs
Mm-hmm.
involvement.
Okay, I'll start with programs, and then I'll tell you about our first.
Yes, ma'am.
So some of the programs that we are partnered with, as well as that we have on ourselves, is first of all the March of Dimes.
Yes.
So we're part of their Stork's Nest program for healthy babies and healthy moms. We are a part of St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So that opened in February of 1962 to raise awareness about childhood or pediatric cancers. We have the D-Free Financial Services Partnership so that we can get financial freedom. We partner with the Women's Veteran Rock. So that is to support military families, to help those women prepare for post-military business and civic leadership. We also partner with NAACP,
Right.
and we have an organization called Z-Hope. So that's Zeta's helping other people excel. We have over 150,000 Z-Hope programs. Zeta has contributed or donated over $8 million. That has impacted over 5 million people, and that's over the past 5 years. From a scholarship perspective, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated has donated or awarded $3.5 million in scholarships to college students. We have $100,000 awarded in our Arizona Cleaver Stedman Scholarship, and $125,000 in the Pearl Anna Neal Scholarship.
Very good.
It's amazing that out of what you all do, there's not a lot of overlap. Like, you all are not encroaching on somebody else's programmatic, adventures.
Exactly.
It's like you all are doing, and there's not a lot of overlap, but there is. There is some continuity, and you all are covering a lot of bases, and that's one thing I do appreciate about each one. You all have your own separate identity in terms of
There's enough
of
need
influence.
and help
That's
to
it.
go around.
It really
Same
is.
thing.
Yeah.
There's
There's
always
enough.
a need.
And
There's always a
probably
need.
some more, maybe Sigma Gamma Rose that we have. Anyway, but they're not here, so they may have some other. No, I'm just kidding.
Perhaps.
My Gamma Rose sisters.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, Sigma Gamma Rho was founded in November of 1922
Come on.
at Butler University
Okay.
in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Very good.
Yes, that's all I know. The Golden
Your colors are
Pools.
blue again.
Yeah.
Gold and royal blue. Yes. Yes.
Cool.
We got y'all covered.
Yep.
But it's amazing how you all function separately, but it's all together, right? So let's talk about the PAN, right? The Panhellenic Council. It's like, yeah, we have our stuff, right? But it's like everybody has distinctively certain things that define who they are.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, it defines like, and I'm gonna say mine for next week. Like I always knew I wanted to be a noob. I always knew. If y'all couldn't chill,
Look.
I just knew it, right?
Right.
From high school, I just knew that. But I didn't, I thought about alpha. Nah, no, I didn't. So I kind of knew, right?
You kind of knew.
I really did.
You already knew.
Yeah. So when opportunity came, it was tight.
Okay.
Because brothers could never stay in the yard. But that's another issue.
Okay.
But I knew what I desired to be, and I wasn't. And it's not that I hate on anybody else's organization or speak ill of anybody's organization. It's just that when you are there, you know you're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Most folk I talk to. Right.
You liked what they offered. They were offering.
I liked what they offered. I liked what they stood for. And I love my brotherhood of brothers, and like these sisters do as well.
Exactly.
Right. So I appreciate what everybody brings to the table. I'm sure as each and every person does here, representing their own sorority. So my question is, because this is heartfelt testimony, right?
It
So
is.
give us your heartfelt testimony about why you are a member of your organization. Like what happened? What was that experience
how do you,
like?
this is what I'm gonna do because
Yeah, what was
this
that?
is what, yeah.
Like, what was
Tiffany,
that like?
what was that thing?
Like you, Uncle, I knew that I always wanted to be an AKA woman. I was first introduced informally to women of Alpha Kappa Alpha through some of the projects that I was involved with as a youth. And I didn't know it at the time, but I respected these women. I thought that they were very polished, very poised, but they were leaders. And I was like, I want to be like that, right? You know, aside from my mom and my aunts, those are women that I admired. And then later to find out, oh, these are Alpha Kappa Alpha women. I was like, oh, yes, I absolutely want to be one. And then when I had the opportunity to be, you know, invited into the sorority, it was an overwhelming thought because it's like, oh my gosh, you know, this is really happening. I get to be a part of this illustrious group of women. And then to meet the women and to understand that if we have a rich heritage, for me, it's always the sisterhood. I love service. Like, so service is what I was informally introduced to Alpha Kappa Alpha women. But it was the sisterhood that came along with it that you can't measure that. You know, I leaned on my sisters for everything, you know, and I think it's an experience that if you ever have an opportunity to join a sorority, but I know for myself to join Alpha Kappa Alpha, that you really need to appreciate the experience, right? Because it's nothing that I don't know that there's anything else that can give you the type of feeling that you have when you walk into that room and you see those beautiful women.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for me, I always knew, but you know, but it's for some they may have a different experience, but for me, I always knew.
And you played your grad, right?
Yes, I did. So you know, several years after I graduated college, right, I had the opportunity. And of course, you know, we talk about, you know, sorority life, you know, the party. And don't get me wrong, social life of Greek life is, you know, that's another ball of wax, right?
Okay.
But it's always a service for me. And I think for those that know me, they know, like, Tiffany's always working, doing something with her sorority.
Right.
You know, I mean, we have programs almost every weekend, probably more than most, but it's meaningful and it's work, but it is very meaningful work, and so I get a great deal of satisfaction out of it. But yeah, it's wonderful.
That's good.
Jackie, what about you?
Yeah, Jackie, come on. What was that thing?
Similar to Tiffany.
Okay.
I grew up in a small town in Arkansas, Forest City, Arkansas. Shout out to Forest City.
Wait, hold on. How far is that in Pine Bluff? How far?
It's about an hour and a half, about 90 miles.
Okay.
So far enough away from my parents where they couldn't just drop in. But, you know.
Hey, Jackie. Why y'all
but close
here?
enough that I could get home when I needed to.
Right.
So living in a small town, you know everybody.
Yes.
And most of the influential women that I grew up with, went to church with, who were teachers in the school, were all members of Delta Sigma Theta. So growing up, I knew this was what I wanted to be.
Right.
Of course, you couldn't vocalize that when you were in school, but
because
you just knew, you know. And especially one particular person, Mary Norman, who was our pianist at church. I grew up, she knew me all my life, of course, and I knew her all my life. And so she was very influential to me. Her mom was a Delta, her dad was an Alpha. I know you know. But they were very influential, and she ended up pinning me when I was initiated. So just being around those ladies and seeing what they did, and like Tiffany, seeing that, oh, they're a part of this organization. And then when I got to college, seeing the service projects that the Deltas did on the campus of UAPB made me solidify. It's like, this is definitely where I want to be. So I was fortunate enough to be accepted into the organization, and I've been, you know, a part of it. I've been very active probably in the last 5 years in my local chapter. And like she said, it's hard. I'm always doing something.
Yes, you
Delta
are. I heard about you, Jackie.
So,
I heard about you, partner.
It's very fulfilling to be able to give back and do that service part of it. We have fun, but the service part is really what does it for me.
Good.
Very good.
And Steph.
And I would say my experience is a little different from Tiffany and Jackie in that growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, I can say I lived a sheltered life. So
Okay.
I did not know about Greek organizations until I went off to college.
Right.
So in high school, I'm used to being that academic scholar. I had 3.8, graduated top 10% of my class. I go to college, I get to make all these new friends, and of course, that impacted my grades. So I was looking for an organization to help me rebound and reset myself academically, as well as in terms of the goals that I had set aside for myself in terms of college. And so after meeting, and I had friends in all of the different organizations, but I think from an academic standpoint, I remember one day on campus, the Zeta said, "Oh yeah, you would be in the library 4 hours a day, every day." I said, "That's what I need."
That's what I need.
Friendships, I can
Sign
make
me up.
friendships, but I found a set of ladies who were on the same path that I was at that time frame. And I will say, since 1988, I joined the graduate chapter that's in Warrensburg, Missouri, which
Okay.
are the same sisters with whom I attended college.
Right.
So they come out and visit me. They actually came last year for the Janet Jackson concert.
Right.
There were like 5 sisters who came and stayed at my house. And we had a ball. And so I love the sisterhood. I love the fellowship, but I also love the service. Just like Tiffany said, we work hard, but we also play hard. It's a balance, and you have to work at that balance as well.
Good.
I like that.
So, I know we had break time. You want to
Well, it's time to take a break.
It's time to take a break. We're going to come back
We're coming back.
and finish this up.
This is amazing.
Divine Nine Show.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Heartfelt Testimony. We'll be right back.
Oh, Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Oh, Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. My body is tired. And my soul needs resting. Oh Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Come on, clap your hands. Oh Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Oh Lord, let me lean on you. Why don't you let me lean on you? Let me lean on you. My body is tired. And my soul needs resting. Oh Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Say it again. Oh Lord, let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. Soul done got tired, Lord. Let me lean on you. Let me lean on you. My body is tired.
Hey, welcome back. You're listening to Heartfelt Testimony on Saida Johnson. Kevin Grimes has got the
Hey.
gang in the room. I'm excited.
Beautiful people.
Man, just amazing.
Yes.
I
Good
love
time.
it. I love it.
Yes, we have members of various sororities of the Divine Nine.
Yes.
And Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Good to have you. Jackie, we have Jackie here.
Jackie's
and
here.
of course, Stephanie. These young
Stephanie
ladies
is
have
here.
given us a breakdown of the history of each sorority, all founded on the campus of Howard. University, except Sigma Gamma Rho.
That's exactly right.
They're not here tonight.
They're not here tonight.
They're not
That's
here
okay.
tonight. We have to make up for that. My sisters. Yes. Good stuff. Y'all very involved, very active. So let me ask this question. All of you attend or have attended church somewhere, right? So how has being a part of a sorority helped in helping women at your respective congregation? Has it influenced? Have you influenced them? Has it been vice versa? Have you gotten any reverb from? No. How has being a part of sorority influenced or impacted being in the congregation?
I think for me personally, I've always been acquainted with dynamic women, but I've always been very shy and very reluctant to take advantage or to take on opportunities to lead and to be visible, right? But one thing about my beautiful sorority sisters, they're going to volunteer me or voluntold me to do various things, but they're going to make sure that I'm supported. And so that's given me confidence to take on new challenges and to try new things with the understanding that I may not do as well as I want, but I know I won't fail because I have the support of those that love and care about me. And so when it comes to in my church family, who are also very supportive, it is giving me an opportunity to kind of explore other avenues that I may have not done prior to joining my sorority. And so it's taking a different layer off, I think. But I think it's been very helpful, and they're very supportive as well.
Good. Jackie, what about you? Because you're pretty active as well.
And I'm glad you asked that question because I have a unique situation.
Okay.
So the church I attend or am a member of is the House of Peace Ministries in Grand Prairie, Texas. And the pastor is Dr. Conda D. Ross. And she is my sorority sister.
All right.
So the congregation obviously sees the bond that we have in my daughter Kennedy, who's in attendance as well as a member of the church too. And so they see the bond that we have. They see that when we have events, our sorority sisters come and support us, help volunteer, and help make the program successful. So they see that side. The ones that are not educated about Greek organizations have displayed displeasure, I would say, as far as thinking we worship idols or we worship gods or those types of things, who are very uneducated. We joke around and say we pray more than we do at church when we're in sorority meetings and different committee meetings.
Can I get a ooh?
Amen.
It's all about Jesus Christ and God, the God, capital G God. So that is some of the things that we have to combat with people in the church that don't really understand Greek life. But again, I'm in a unique situation, so we display the sisterhood and the service at church.
Good.
Come on now.
Steph, what about you, Steph? Because I know y'all pretty active when you're all at church.
I'm pretty active wherever I am.
Yes, you are.
So I think at my core, I have the heart of a
That's
servant.
just you. That's just who you are.
So whether it's at Microsoft mentoring young women and other colleagues to get to that next level, I think being a part of my congregation, and we recently joined Hill City, which is in Cedar Hill.
Okay.
So being a part of that congregation is a way for me to further extend my service and servanthood to help more people.
And Steph, you've been on the show before.
Yes.
I have.
So I know you do a whole lot of stuff.
Man.
So as it pertains to work, other ventures you may have in your own personal life, how has your sorority or your experiences aided in those areas also?
I will say I am not a public speaker.
Right.
I got a C in public speaking. Being a part of my sorority has helped me in terms of building those leadership skills, to be out there, to be able to stand out there and stand in front of all these men at Microsoft. So I've been at Microsoft for 28 years, so predominantly a male organization.
Right.
So becoming a technical lead within Microsoft and, leading a group of men to that next level. At the same time, helping those younger women get to that next level. So I think being a part of my organization is further equipping me with the tools that I need to further scale. And I look to partner and put things together, like at Microsoft. Any volunteer hours that I do can go towards a 501c3.
Okay.
So $50 per hour. If I spend 3 hours with my sorority,
Good.
as long as we're a 501c3, those hours turn into donations from Microsoft.
That's beautiful. That's
That is great.
That's good stuff.
I did it with PTSA as well.
Right.
That's my way of giving back and doing what I love, and it's also benefiting those on the other end of it.
Did you have anything to do with that, or was that already there? Did Microsoft already have that in place?
Good
when
question.
you worked it?
It's called the Benevity Fund. It was already in place, but as with PTSA, Parent Teacher Student Association,
Yes.
and Microsoft Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, my chapter has to become 501c3.
I got you.
Right.
So the mechanism or the system is in place, but I'm making sure that my graduate chapter becomes a 501c3 to take advantage.
So y'all use most of the money.
Sorry.
Y'all use most of the money that Microsoft has. No, just kidding.
Okay, I was trying not to
We
laugh.
take it
but-
in
I
to
know.
back off. I'm like, repeat that?
Y'all get most of the money
Don't
that
do
they
it,
have.
don't
in the
do it
biz?
like that. What you doing?
No, that's a wonderful
good.
thing.
It is. I love
I
that.
can't get my folks to match my retirement, let
I'm
alone.
saying. I'm just saying.
Can I get a boost on the retirement?
Yes, sir. That's amazing.
I
All
was
right.
like, no,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
no. Jackie, what about you? Like, how has sorority life aided just the experience, just the, engrafting the spirit of the founders and the whole persona of being a part of DST? How was it aided in you in your work?
Well, I think it really has worked both ways for me. I think being a part of the sorority and given the opportunity to be in a leadership position has helped me in my personal life, because currently in my chapter I serve as the chair of our economic development committee,
Okay.
and I'm also the assistant financial secretary. And with
So
my-
y'all works with the money. Both of y'all work
Yes.
with the money.
Yes. So in my personal life, my degree is in accounting.
Okay.
I'm a CPA.
Ah, yeah.
I currently serve as the assistant finance director for the city of Lancaster. And so I use those skills to further what I need to do in the sorority. And by assuming those leadership positions, that has helped me grow into my personal life. So it's kind of like a mutual beneficial relationship.
That's beautiful.
Who did you bring in here? That's amazing.
Some heavy hitters.
I didn't know.
She said Lancaster.
Yeah, she from Lancaster.
It's
She running the money in Lancaster.
Lancaster.
That's good.
You better not say Lancaster.
No, no,
Whoa. If you
It's
driving to Fort
Lancaster.
Worth, you driving down the street,
Lancaster.
it's Lancaster.
It's Lancaster.
If you go east, you better not say
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Put the kids in.
Yeah, I went to Brookshire. I said, "Is this Brookshire's?" No, it's Brookshire's.
What?
Brookshire's.
Right.
You know,
Brookshire's. So, Tiff, the same question: How has this whole AKA experience aided you at work, personal life?
So I stay busy with my sorority. Personal
Like they do.
life, we
No.
made,
That's your personal life. No.
but they overlap a little bit. Like, my best friend is also the president of my chapter. And, I talk to my sorority sisters constantly, right? But we're always talking about ways to be better women, what we can do to better serve our communities, what we can do to better serve our chapter. And part of some of the programs that we have as currently are things that have always been important to me. Like, we have, in the month of June, we have Black Dollar Days. Oh. And so we wear pink, we buy black, and we spend green. And so we want to make sure that as we're spending our money, which we all spend a lot of money, we want to make sure that we are spending it with Black-owned businesses, and there's also an emphasis on women entrepreneurs as well. And so for me, I take pride. I also try and spend my money with, Black businesses year round, aside from whenever we're doing Black Dollar Days. But when we started that particular program, I had an extra sense of motivation. Now I realized how much money I was spending.
Check that budget.
I realizing because it wasn't just about spending. We were keeping track of what we were spending, and so we were reporting that information. And so it was very encouraging to know that we were really, especially when we were doing it, it was after the pandemic, so a lot of Black-owned businesses, has suffered financially because there was a change in our, it was a global change, right? And so we felt like that was a great opportunity for us to make sure that we help support those businesses. And, again, it's just like an overlap, something that I was already doing. Now I'm doing it with my sorority sisters, and of course, encouraging others to do it as well.
But I think that's a beautiful thing, because I think if a lot of us understood how much money
the power. Yep.
we actually spend,
Right. I mean, think about it. I'm
people,
sorry.
just go ahead.
There's over 350,000 members, both in Alpha Kappa Alpha, Delta Sigma Theta. I'm assuming close to that in Zeta Phi Beta. But just across the whole Panhellenic Council, think about how many members we have.
Goodness gracious.
And think about it, if we were just on the same page in regards to pushing certain initiatives, really the type of change that we could make, both locally as well as globally as well. So it's not just about, wearing letters, it's about making an impact and being able to measure that impact as well.
That's beautiful.
That really is.
Man,
That's a lot of people.
Nuke, we got some work to do, man. We'll talk about that next week, man. We'll talk about that. Okay, so we coming close to the end, right?
Yes, we are. We got about 3 minutes. I'm loving it.
Okay, 3. So check this out. Time flies. You having fun. So check this out. What's one thing you love about being in your sorority?
Wow.
Just one thing. It's like,
one
man,
thing?
like when you see that sister, like, when I see the bros, I'm I'm charging them up. It's like you get that, I ain't gonna say woman feels fuzzies. That's not what I get. I'm just saying. Like one thing just like, what's it about? When you see them letters, it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like at the Super Bowl, when I saw the Nukes at the Super Bowl, I kind of got the warm, not fuzzies, but I'm just saying.
You didn't get no fuzzy, though.
I didn't get no fuzzy.
Okay.
I can't say warm either, but I feel some kind of way.
You already said it's okay.
So what's one thing, like when you see your Greek, when you in another state, and you just out of nowhere, you see, like, how y'all feel when y'all see, what's the one thing y'all just love? Steph, what you got? One thing you just love about being a Zeta?
I say, when I see my sorority sisters out, I know that I can be me. Being that technical, square type person, I can be genuinely me.
Wow.
And I know that I'm going to be accepted by that person. So that also makes me want to just go up and give them a big hug, because I know I can be myself.
You be charging them up, like, when I see brothers, we be what's up, I can't tell you what we do, but anyway. So, like, how do y'all know, like, you, like, let them know that you are, like you see them? Do y'all can't tell people what y'all do.
No.
They can't tell people. I'm trying to get it. Okay, Jackie.
Yeah, no.
Jackie, so how you?
Skip over that question.
Yeah.
But
They gonna
we've already
break
talked
down.
about the service and all that.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
when you see somebody, when
Yes.
you're out of town or wherever you are, and you see somebody with the letters or the license plate, it just gives you that warm feeling that basically you have a friend, you have a sister right there. So you may see somebody and you say hi, and give them a little church hug, but when they say, "Oh, you're a soror," then you get the bear hug.
Like
and
what you do?
everything.
Like how they know?
Do you have something on, or
They
you
gonna
know,
tell you.
colors?
They gonna
The
tell
colors
me.
or something.
Y'all know what I'm asking.
Something. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Tip, what, like, one thing, like, okay, yeah, that's my
Whenever
girl.
I see a fellow sorority sister, for me, it's like I know that she is cut from the same cloth that I am, right? Of high standards. It's not just about being another polished Black woman, but you're an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, and that says something. Because it says something. It says something, and so it's an immense sense of pride.
Yeah.
It's an immense sense of pride whenever I see.
So you don't be at Walmart. You don't be at Walmart like you said, sister. Like, y'all, y'all,
But
you know, come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all.
And when I have an opportunity and
Like you be quiet
depending
all
on
of
the
a sudden,
setting,
"Ooh."
I will definitely make sure she knows that I'm around. Like, and even if we don't exchange, long pleasantries, we'll definitely make sure that she knows that she's seen and she's heard.
Yeah. Our
That's
And
sorority
she's there for me.
sisters,
That's
they
really
get the
good.
most love, but I think anytime I'm out and I see any of my Greek sororities or fraternities, I'm going to make sure that I acknowledge and say hi to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
We charge you up when we hey.
Nevertheless, our Facebook family says
Who we
hello
got?
to you guys.
Who's on the
Jackie,
line?
Jackie Hall
Who is that?
says hello
Jackie.
to,
My bad.
hello to
Sorry,
my
Jackie, my
sister,
bad.
my line sister. Yeah, Raymond Zachary, of course, y'all said. He
Yes,
said,
yes, my
Good
people.
evening, family. And okay, Jackie said, okay, Kevin, we don't tell, so stop asking.
My bad.
Boom, just like that. Okay, stop asking.
My bad.
So thank you guys for being on Facebook. We appreciate you. Also, our YouTube family and friends. That is our show for tonight. Again, thank you, ladies. That was amazing.
Thank you for having
Totally
us.
amazing.
Can I add
Jackie,
one more
Jackie,
thing?
Jackie, okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah.
So March the 23rd, my chapter, we're having a scholarship banquet in commemoration of the chartering of our chapter 40 years ago.
Okay.
And so currently we have a scholarship, and we are still accepting applications through February the 1st. Tickets are $40 to attend the dinner, but it's going to be a fantastic celebration. We're also honoring community members in the Wichita Falls area for the impact that they're making.
So who do they contact for the scholarship?
They can go online to omicronepsilon.omega.org, or you can reach out to me if you guys want to reach out to the Heartfelt Testimony Show.
Okay,
I
okay.
can share with you the information so that way you can apply.
Good, good.
Very good.
Y'all got something else coming up? What you got, Jackie?
Okay.
By the way.
So with our chapter, Southwest Dallas County Alumni Chapter, we are having a health and wellness and community fair on April 13th from 11 to 3, I believe it is, in the Redbird Mall in Dallas.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's a completely free event. There'll be screenings and vendors out there, so you all could join us there. And we also have our scholarship applications open through March 2nd. So if you go to swdcadeltas.net, you can get all the information for both of those events.
Good,
Amazing.
good,
And I
good,
said
good.
February the 1st. It is March 1st.
It
March
is March
1st?
1st.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
My
sure.
apologies.
Okay.
Like next year? No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I was thinking, but
March
thank you
1st.
for clearing
March
that up,
1st,
Tiffany.
March
Thank
1st.
you.
Early.
Well,
Steph, you got something? Y'all got
You
something? Or y'all?
You got something going
nothing
on?
specific
Nothing
to announce,
specific?
but every day is a day of service when you're a Zeta. So
Every day is eight.
Christmas
Every day is
every
8 a day.
Every
Yes.
day. That's all right.
Hey, was Zetas and Sigmas on the same day? Y'all found on the same day? No.
But we are the only National Panhellenic Council organization to be bound.
Oh, yeah. So,
Constitutionally
which is
bound.
yeah, we real brothers and sisters. That's what you trying to say?
That's
We-
what she's trying to say.
We are the only.
Oh.
y'all just adopt each other. Like you go with these and you go with
Paula
But-
Paula Wiggins is on here too as well.
Paula Wiggins.
Y'all know Paula.
Hey,
What's
Paula.
What's that? Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, that's she.
That's what that
I'm.
is.
Can I
Okay.
say that? My bad.
He's
He
out of
didn't throw on your sign.
He's out of line.
Jackie, I'm sorry.
That-
Both Jackies.
Jackie.
Jackie, she told me say it, Jackie.
She didn't tell you that. Okay, that's our show. Thank you so much again, ladies, for coming. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Heartfelt Testimony. We'll see you next time when the fellas,
The bros.
the bros. Which one? Who coming?
Hey, I'm trying to get them all. You
You
know,
trying to get all of them?
can't find no elders, but I'm good. Can't never find them brothers, man. It's
We'll
like
see y'all next time
two in the state.
on Heartfelt Testimony. We'll see you guys.